So, what about in your practices? Can you share some examples of things that have unfortunately happened because of using products that have been recalled?
So I don't have any accidents from recalled products. I do have unfortunate outcomes in terms of like walkers. I have kids that'll come in with tight heel cords. They won't put their feet flat on the floor because they're in the walkers. And in order to make a walker go, you have to be on your toes to make it roll around the floor. And so the babies don't learn to put their feet flat. And sometimes they'll become, constricted this way. So I always advise, please don't purchase a walker. If someone gave you a walker, return the walker. The little softer things are fine, but I really don't like walkers. The American Academy of Pediatrics has put out a statement against
Yeah.
walkers, but that's just an example of something that people think is, oh, this is great, but it's not actually good for the baby.
Yes.
So in my case, unfortunately, I had parents that come for me to check the baby because the baby fell. And most of the situations have been that the mom is feeding or the dad. I had both different cases,
Mhm.
but mom is feeding and then suddenly she starts falling asleep and the baby just slides and fall. And then of course, the baby starts crying and wake up mom. But that could be very dangerous because when a baby fall, and mostly if it's just a newborn, they are more sensitive to have like a hemorrhage or have any other
Oh,
complications.
yes.
So
Yes.
making parents aware that if they are extremely tired or fatigued, be careful. We actually don't recommend that if they are too tired to feed the baby sitting in a feeding chair. So those kind of precautions are very important to prevent this kind of accidents.
Yeah.
Absolutely. To make a note on the walker conversation, I will say that the pediatric physical therapy folks also recommend against the walkers because it doesn't put the kids in the proper positioning to go through the gross motor skills appropriately, and it does delay walking ultimately, as well as other gross motor skills. And then the other thing about walkers, too, in addition to the tight Achilles tendon heel cords, is you're giving mobility to a human that should not have mobility yet. So I have actually seen a very bad burn case from a child ramming into a kitchen table that had a hot cup of ramen noodles on it in a walker. And so to comment on the walker, do not give it to somebody else that can give it to somebody. Take it somewhere where it can be properly disposed of and taken out of rotation.